live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, Dairy Barn, ASI Signs, the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars, the Grinnell Booster Club. Our innings are brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. Our foul balls are brought to you tonight by Cirques Financial Services, and our scoreboard is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual also. So also a new thing tonight is you'll see up there in the top left-hand side of the screen, you'll have a little business card flashing of all of our sponsors throughout the game, just to get a little bit of extra recognition. Chris Juni's on the call tonight.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grinnell Tiger Softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. And we have a doozy for you tonight, a home opener for the Tigers, Little Hawkeye Conference opener against none other than perennial Little Hawkeye Conference power, not defending state champ, but many-time state champ, Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. And they are loaded, the Mustangs, once again, this year. People say they're young, but they are the sports cliche where they say, you're not bad, you just reload. Well, they just reload. They are that good and that deep, and they are going to be quite a force tonight. Tigers have never beaten Dallas Center Grimes in the history of them playing them. They've been close. A couple years ago, they led 4-3 in the top of the 7th inning here in Grinnell with 2 outs, runner on second, and an error and a couple things later they tied it, and Tigers lost an extra inning. So they are due, and hopefully we can get one of those tonight. But how little does Dallas Center Grimes? Well, their schedule is such. They start off by going to Harlan, beating Harlan 10-0. Then they were supposed to play Fort Dodge, another state tournament team from last year, but that was postponed. They played at Waukee and won 7-4. And then they played Winterset last night, number 1 ranked and defending state champion Winterset. And they lost that one 2-1 in a very, very good, very, very close ball game. So Coach Steve Slavky has the troops playing at a high level already. Tigers come in 2-1 on their own. They start off by defeating Montezuma 6-0 and beating West Liberty 12-7 before losing to number 3 ranked Williamsburg 5-7 to Williamsburg Recreation Center in a tournament last weekend. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. And when I say the Dallas Center Grimes was loaded, I'm not just saying that. They have the stats to back it up. They are led by sophomore Aubrey Johansson. She is batting .800 on the season through 3 games. Now you say, oh, that's only 53 games, but still, that's impressive. She is tied for 4th best in the state in all classes for batting average. Her teammate Lydia Zaruba, also a sophomore, is in there batting .500, and Elle Nelson, a senior, is batting .500 as well for the Mustangs. Matter of fact, if you go to the Little Hawkeye Conference, their stats, 7 players between these 2 teams are in the top 20 in batting for the conference. Of course, you got Aubrey Johansson batting .800, Rianne Rees, 8th grader for the Tigers, batting .600, Greta Dodd, a junior catcher for the Tigers, batting .556, and on down the line. So, as usual, Little Hawkeye Conference very deep. They won several state titles in softball. I know Oskaloosa won a few years ago. Norwalk has won a state title. Dallas Center Grimes about 5-6 years ago had a string of 3 or 4 straight state appearances and a couple 3 titles behind the pitching of Paige Lowry, who went on to star at Oklahoma, among other schools, and won, I believe, a national title with the Oklahoma Sooners in her time down there. So lots of stuff at stake here tonight. Also, but Tigers have some pop in their bats this year too. Tigers come into the conference. They are 3rd in the conference in home runs. Actually, they're 1st in the conference in home runs. They have 4 as a team on this young season. And in base running, Tigers coach Doty has always been very aggressive. They are leading the conference in stolen bases at 15 bases. Pitching, Grinnell is 2nd in the conference in pitching with an ERA of 3.68. Dallas Center Grimes, as you can imagine, they lead on their pitching, and they are good again. They lead the conference with an ERA of 1.75. Well, we mentioned Grinnell has home runs on the season. They lead the conference in 4 with 4 home runs. Who is homered? Well, Rianne Rees has a home run for the Tigers, 8th grader. Ella Greif, the catcher, has 1. Kylie Bond, another 8th grader, has a home run. And Ashton Imhoff also has a home run for the Tigers. So we expect a fantastic ball game here tonight at Tiger Softball Stadium. And we will get to the starting lineups here. And first of all, for the visiting Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, again, 2-1 overall, first game for them in the Little Hawkeye Conference. And head coach Steve Slavky. They lead off with number 21, Elle Nelson, a 3rd baseman, batting 2nd, and right center fielder, number 1, Lydia Zaruba. Batting 3rd, number 9, their all-star, or their big hitter, 2nd baseman, Aubrey Johansson. Batting 4th, the catcher, number 17, Reese Burke. Batting 5th, the shortstop, number 2, Macy Riley. Batting 6th, the designated player, number 7, Bella Mulder. By the way, when we say DP or designated player, that means that they bat but do not play in the field. And then batting 7th for the Mustangs is the pitcher, Olivia Houston, number 18. And batting 8th is the first baseman, Amelia Ehlert. And batting 9th is the center fielder, number 4, Grace Johnson. And playing right field but not batting, number 8, Lauren Wiley. That's how the Mustangs go together. For head coach Mike Doty, assistant coach Kate Kriegel, and Brent Flander, they go together this way for their starting lineup. Batting first, leading off for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 13, Ella Greif. Batting 2nd, first baseman, Rianne Reeves. Batting 3rd, shortstop, Ashton Imhoff, number 21. Batting 4th, catcher, number 6, Greta Dodd. Batting 5th, center fielder, the first of the twins, Caitlin Van Compernoll. Batting 6th, her sister, 2nd baseman, Kelsey Van Compernoll. Batting
sixth,
seventh is
second base, number
designated
32,
player Jenna Mitchell.
Kelsey Van Compernoll.
Batting eighth, number 16, left fielder Libby Walton. Batting ninth, third baseman
Batting seventh, number
Kylie
12,
Bond.
the designated player, Jenna
And
Mitchell.
Playing right field but not batting is number 1, Taylor
Batting
Smith.
eighth, left fielder, number
That's
16.
how things go together tonight
Libby
for
Walton.
pretty good night of softball. Overcast sky, temperatures a bit cool, wind
Batting
blowing
ninth,
from
playing third
right
base,
to
number
left,
14,
out to left
Kylie
field. So
Bond.
we may see a home run or two tonight in this ball game. Certainly both teams show
And
they
number
have the
one,
power
right fielder,
to do
Taylor
that.
Smith.
We're waiting here for the completion of the starting lineups, and you know, I was talking to Coach Steve Schlafke before the game, and as I mentioned earlier, Grinnell has never beaten
Please rise and remove your caps.
Dallas
for the
Center
playing
Grimes.
of
We're going to pause now
the
for the
national
playing
anthem.
of our national anthem. All right, that wraps up the playing of our national anthem. We'll get underway here in just a moment. As I was saying before we went to the anthem, Grinnell Tigers, in the history of them playing the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, they have never beaten the Mustangs. As I said, they came close. Coach Jody said a couple years ago here in Grinnell, they were leading 4-3 in the top of the 7th with 2 outs, and Dallas Center Grimes had a runner on second. And then an error allowed the run to score and tie it up. Went to extra innings, and the Tigers ended up losing in extra innings. So just one of those things, are getting closer, and you know it's going to happen, so why not tonight? Meanwhile, Dallas Center Grimes, you talk about consistency. Coach Schlafke's program, as I said, a few years ago, they won a couple 3-state titles with Paige Lowry. They've always had fantastic pitching. And my wife played softball and won a state title for the legendary coach Bill Hennessy up at Rolling Story. And they had pitching, and she said every good team they played, it starts with the pitching. And Dallas Center Grimes certainly has that. And tonight we're going to see one of their throwers, Olivia Houston. Also their sophomore, Aubrey Johansson, also
Leading off for
pitches
Dallas
for
Center
them.
Grimes, number 21.
So
Ella
we'll see.
Nelson.
Here we go. First batter coming up, Ella Greif, the pitcher. Or check that. That's for Grinnell. Third baseman, Ella Nelson. Tigers break their huddle. And Ella Greif stares in at her catcher. And here we go. First pitch on the way. Inside for ball 1. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night for high school softball. Doubleheader tonight on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Greif takes a look. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 to Nelson. Trying to get things dialed in here early on. Here's the pitch. Fakes the bunt. Commits. Umpire said it was high, so it is ball 3. Didn't look like she got the bat back, but they must have, so did not commit. 3-0's the count. See if Coach Slafke has her taking here. Pitches inside, and she draws a walk. Brings up center fielder Lydia Zaruba.
Now batting, number 1, center fielder, Lydia Zaruba.
All she's doing is batting 500 on the season so far. That's all.
I bet she's not complaining.
No. She scores the bunt, fouls it off. Pitch tailing away from her a little bit. 2-0 to Ella. 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 2- Good to see everybody moving for the Tigers defense. Second baseman charged in, third baseman was covering. And it's 0-1 now to Zaruba. Greif stares in. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a foul ball out of play or the left side. And Greif ahead. Greif ahead 0-2 on Zaruba. On deck circle is their best hitter numbers-wise, second baseman Aubrey Johansson. She will bat this inning, batting .800 on the season. And there's a shot right over the third baseman's head for a base hit. Quickly ball brought in, and the Mustangs have something going here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 9, second base, Aubrey Johansson.
That brings up Johansson. Statistically, anyway, their best hitter. See how they play it here. Greif winds, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a nice changeup. Fooled her. Interestingly enough, Johansson doesn't have any home runs. Just a good contact hitter, puts the ball in play while batting that .800. 0-1 pitch, high for ball 2. Correction, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Mustangs here in the top of the first. First of 2 games tonight on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Here comes the 1-1. Inside. Tiger catcher Greta Dodd held that for just a beat long to see if he probably want to take it. But it's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball 3. 3-1 to Johansson. See what Coach Jody calls in, what Greif delivers. There's a hit right up the middle, a line shot right back to the pitcher, and they get the force play, and they get the double play at second. Runner didn't get back, so a nice play that time by everybody involved. Van Compernol covered the bag. You don't have to tag him, you can just touch the bag. Beat the throw, beat the runner back, and there suddenly went from runners at first and second, no outs, to runners at 1 runner at first with 2 outs. That brings up the catcher, Reese Burke. Those are the kind of plays you're going to make if you're going to take down a ranked team. Here's a throw down, pitcher's a ball, and this runner is in safely at second. Great jump that time by Zaruba. She gets a stolen base. Ball 1 to Burke. Here comes the pitch. High and off the glove of the catcher. Runner's going to advance over to third. It is 1-1. Greif gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle, ball off the fist, popped out to short. Catch is made by the Tigers to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left.
Right,
after half inning, no score.
Inning, no runs,
Tiger
1
Sports,
hit, no
Livestream
errors.
Network.
Game is tied 0-0.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polley'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Pollyeyes Pizza and Grinnell Mutual.
Ball started down the middle, tailed away from that right-handed hitter, and Grice strikes out. Brings up first baseman Rhiannon Reese, 8th grader. Rhiannon Reese, pardon me. Reese digs herself in, facing Houston. Here we go. Pitches upstairs for ball 1. Again, first of 2 games tonight. Chris Jr. Dan Walker with you here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Glad to have you along on YouTube. And there's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Quick flip to first, and that retires Reese. 4-3 on the putout. Brings up Ashlyn Imhoff.
Shortstop, Ashlyn Imhoff.
Another lefty or right-handed player, batter for the Tigers. Greif, the pitcher, was a lefty. And a strike call on the outside corner. Left-handed batter is Ashlyn Imhoff. That pitch, like a changeup to try to tail away and kind of die. Good stop by the catcher for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Tim Hoff, 2 outs, nobody on. The Tigers here at the bottom of the first. Houston with the delivery. Upstairs inside. Mustang fans thought that should have been a strike. The person in blue says, no, not quite. It's 2-1. Here's a pitch from Houston. Upstairs again. And it's 3-1. Great eye by Imhoff so far, making Houston work. Not going to chase anything. 3-1 pitch. That's upstairs, and Imhoff draws the walk. We mentioned Coach Doty's aggressive. Tigers lead the conference in stolen bases, 15 on the young season in 3 games. See what Coach Doty decides to do here. Brings up the catcher, Greta Dodd, for the Tigers. See what kind of play Coach Doty has on, if anything. Houston, here's the pitch. There's a shot in between first and second, and it's a clear single for Dodd. And Tigers got something going here with 2 out. The old 2-out rally hats are out.
Now batting number 23.
And Dodd singles to right field. Brings up the center fielder, Caitlin Van Compernoll. A lot of speed in the base pass for the Tigers. Swing and a foul ball. Looked like it might have went off her foot a little bit. I didn't play baseball long, but what I did foul one off my foot and my leg, and I can tell you it hurts. I couldn't tell if that hit her foot or not, but she kind of hopped out of there like it might have a bit, or at least glanced it. 1 strike now to Van Compernoll. 0-1 pitch from Houston. 2 out, 2 on for the Tigers, bottom of the first. Ball is low. And it is 1-1. Van Compernoll digs in. Here comes a pitch from Houston. Van Compernoll swing, foul ball down the right side, out of play, off the dugout roof. Makes the count 1-2.
And as I said earlier, all of our foul balls are brought to you by Cirques Financial Services.
Don't run afoul of your financial situation. Contact Cirques Financial. Tom Cirques, Dustin Smith, Natalie Pavey at Cirques Financial. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, 2 on for the Tigers. Houston steps on the mound, and here we go. Here's a pitch. Outside, but gets the call for the called strike 3. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. No score after 1 complete on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and the Dairy Barn.
Number 2, Macy, right up.
Top of the second inning we go here. First of 2. Ernie Banks says let's play 2, and we will tonight, weather permitting. As the Tigers hosting number 13 ranked Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Leading off for the Mustangs, this top of the second inning, shortstop number 2, Macy Riley. Grife rears back, and here comes the first pitch. Swing right up the middle. It's going to drop in, hit the base actually. Hit second base and bounced away, but it is a clear single for Riley. And she is on board.
Now batting number 7, designated player, Bella.
That brings
Mulder.
up the designated player, number 7, Bella Mulder. Again, designated player in softball. You can have a player just bat and not play the field, and then another player on the team plays the field for that person. So here's Mulder, the DP. Gets the pitch, squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, pitches outside for ball 1. Dallas Center Grimes towards the middle of the pack in stolen bases. Coach Slafke, not real aggressive, but you never know. She squares the bunt again, and that time keeps the bat out there. Looked like she went for it, but missed it for strike 1. 1-1 your count. Ref rocks back on that right foot. Here comes a pitch, a changeup, a nice one. Fooled Mulder. Just got a piece of it to foul it off, and Greif ahead in the count, 1-2. Her counterpart, Olivia Houston, is on deck for the Mustangs. Here's a pitch from Greif. Swung in a high fly ball down the left field side, but drifting just foul over the left field fence. Ends up being a long strike, a long foul ball. And we are at 1-2. Nobody out, one on for the Mustangs here in the top of the second. Here's the 1-2 from Greif. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout for Greif that time on Mulder. That brings up the pitcher, number 18, Olivia Houston. See if Coach Schlafke may do the bunt here. He had Mulder square to bunt. Let's see what he does with Houston here at the plate. Greif delivers, and it is a strike. As I mentioned, our home plate umpire, it's at least a good couple of seconds, and I'm not exaggerating that. 2 seconds before we can't hear him, so before he raises that right hand to indicate strike or ball. Now she scores the bunt. It was outside. Pull the bat back, and it's 1-1. So far, Reiling at first has not even looked to steal, not even threatened to steal. 1-1 from Greif. Swing and a deep fly ball, drifting foul. That is out of play. Up against the tennis field fence for that long strike, and it's 1-2. See if maybe Greif or Coach Doty has to throw that change up here. Has some success with it tonight. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and the runner goes. Throw downfield. Misses everybody but backing up his center fielder for the Tigers. So we do get the strikeout, and Reiling, just as I said, she hasn't shown she's going to run. She does get the stolen base. But there are 2 outs now. Brings up first baseman Amelia Ehlert. Pitch from Greif, a breaking ball in there for a strike. What a doozy. Started right at the batter, then tailed in. Don't know if you can see that on our cast, but where I'm sitting, it started right at the batter, then tailed in over the middle of the plate as it got to the plate. 0-1 from Greif, and strike 2. 0-2 now, 2 outs. 1 runner on second base for the Mustangs here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the 0-2 from Greif. Outside, didn't chase it. High and outside for ball 1. Again, a beautiful Wednesday evening for softball. Tiger boys are hosting the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, and baseball on Fowler Field right next to us. We'll try to give you updates on those games throughout the evening. 0-2, 1-2 from Greif, and a called strike on a corner. Fantastic job by Greif to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left, no score after 1.5. Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs.
All right, bottom of the second inning coming up for the Tigers. They are going to have Kelsey Van Compernel, Jenna Minto, and Libby Walton. And if anybody gets on, 8th grader Kylie Bond will bat.
Leading off the bottom of the second, number 32, second base, Kelsey Van Compernel.
First of, by my count, about 15 broadcasts we had this month on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. So
There'll be a few this month.
Just a few. Glad to have you along here for the first game of this doubleheader. Kelsey Van Compernel leading off for the Tigers. Her first time up facing Houston. Here comes the pitch from Houston. Right down the pipe for strike 1. Van Compernel settles in. Very speedy. Threat to bunt as well for the Tigers. Pitch. Breaking ball. Boy, Houston wanted that one. So did the fans below us, but the umpire said it was a ball, so it's 1-1. There's the offering by Houston. Fastball high and on the outside corner. Van Compernel chased it. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One, two. Way outside looked like, but must have caught the corner. 4 called, strike 3. Brings up designated player number 12, Jenna Mintle for the Tigers.
Number 12, designated player, Jenna Mintle.
Lefty steps in against Houston. And here we go. First pitch on the way. Houston tried to get a change up there. Missed it high for ball 1. Oh, 1-0 from Houston. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 now the count, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Tigers in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a foul ball out of play over the left field side. Actually not left field, more like left side. Over the dugout, between the dugout and the stands for strike 2. 1-2 now the count to Mental. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Did not tail as much as they thought it would. So it's 2. To Jenna Mental. 2-2. Swing, foul ball, right off the fist it sounded like. Or right off the handle anyway. Up and in a little bit. Mental fought it off. Nice piece of hitting to stay alive. Fouled it away. Count stays at 2-2. Houston with a 2-2 delivery. There's a shot down the right field line, and it is foul. Home plate umpire is supposed to hold his hands up and not yell foul, but he didn't do either, but he must have said something. Nobody moved, so a long strike. And maybe they've changed that rule since I was umpiring, but you never yelled foul because people confused with foul or fair. Here's the pitch. Swing and a shot right up the middle over the shortstop's head for a base hit for Mental. What an at bat for Jenna Mental. Gets a clean single.
Now batting number 16, left fielder.
That brings up left fielder number 16, Libby Walton. And we're going to have a pinch runner, I believe, for Mental. As a designated player, you can do that. Looks like number one,
Taylor Smith.
Taylor Smith going to run for Jenna Mental. And Libby Walton steps in now. Runner at first, one out. See if by doing that, Coach Doty is going to try his first steal attempt of the game. Not first, but have her steal. Here's a pitch on the way. Gets a big lead. Ooh, better get back. Throw down. And not in time. They call time, and I like that. The Mustang first baseman there kept the glove on her until she reached back and called time. First base coach Kate Kriegel, fresh off her Simpson College freshman year in softball, down there. 1-0 from Houston. That ball tailed in on the right-hander Walton. She fought it off. Fouled it down the first base line for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on here for the Tigers in the top of the second inning, or rather bottom of the second inning. Stay with me, folks. I'll get things figured out, I promise. May not be to the 7th inning, but I'll get them. Here's a pitch. Pitch is high. Throw down. Runner is in there in plenty of time. Ball gets past the second baseman covering. Backed up by the center fielder. And the Mitchell has a stolen base. 2-1 now to Libby Walton. Tigers got a runner in scoring position. Houston stares it down. Here comes the 2-1. Swung and a pop up. Kind of in a tough spot. Shortstop ranges over behind the third baseman to make the catch for out number 2. That was anything but routine. Shortstop had to run a long way, but makes the play for 2 outs. Smith does not advance to second. And that brings up third baseman Kylie Bond. And there's a shot at second base, backhanded by the second baseman, thrown to first in time to retire the side and end the inning. Wow. Nice play all around. For the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. No score. End of 2. Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
No errors.
All right, back here for the top of the third inning on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Elle Nelson steps in the third baseman. She grounded out to the pitcher, or actually drew a walk, and then was caught at second base. First time up. That pitch low for ball one. First batter up for the Mustangs was center fielder Grace Johnson. She popped out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning. Now we have Nelson batting, and she has a 1-0 count. She scores a bunt and gets the bat back, and ball was high for ball two. 2-1 now to Johnson, or to Nelson rather, who, as I said, walked her first time up.
It was caught at second and trying to go back in the bag on a line drive hit. Pitch in there for a called strike. 2-1 now the count. Tiger Girls Softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Check us out. First of several games this month. Bring you. And that is low. This year goes draw the walk. Brings up center field.
Number 1, center fielder Lydia Zaruba.
She had a clear single to left center field. Her first time up. Right. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Nice piece of hitting. The shortstop was going to come the bag. The runner was going. It looked like Coach might get the hit and run on there. To perfection. She reached out, put the bat on the ball.
Now batting number 9, second base, Aubrey Johansson.
Phillies. The Mustangs have something stirring here in the top of the third inning. Brings up second baseman Aubrey Johansson. She threw out to the pitcher her first time up. Oh, got away from drive there. Bounced in the dirt. About halfway between home plate and batter. Ball one. Drive for the pitch. Outside for ball two. 2-0 the count now for Johansson. Runs the first and second, one out here for the Mustangs at the top of the third. Here's Greif. Swung on and chopped down the third base line. Stabbed by Bond. Tries to throw across in time. They get her. I didn't see a signal, but nobody's moving, so apparently they did not.
Now batting number 17, pitcher Reese Burke.
So they get the force out at third. That brings up the pitcher, Reese Burke. So it's foul and assisted. There's a foul ball back. Hit off the fence for strike one. So Nelson was forced at third. Now there's runs the first and second, but 2 outs for the Phillies. For the Mustangs here in the
top of the third. Pitch from Greif just misses outside. Oof. Seen that called. It must have been just a little bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say. 1-1 to Burke. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a pop up off the fist over to the third base side. Caught by Kylie Bond for the third out to retire this side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left for the Mustangs. No score after 2.5 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,800 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polyeis Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by
Leading off, bottom of the third, number 13.
Dollars for Grinnell Newburgh, Dollars for Scholars, and Polyeis Pizza. Sorry, we've been having some technical difficulties here and just trying to get things wrapped up and run commercials at the same time.
All right, leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third inning is the pitcher, number 13, Ella Greif. Greif fouls it sharply up over the Tigers' dugout on the first base side for strike one. Greif struck out her first time up. Both teams 2-1 on this young season coming in, and no games in the conference. This is the conference opener for both teams. Here's an offering from Houston. Bunt attempt by Greif is fouled away, and Houston's ahead of Greif now, 0-2. Greif stands in. Houston steps up on the mound, and here's the 0-2. Swung and fouled. Just nice piece of hitting by Greif. That pitch started at the middle, then tailed away from her. She reached out and just fouled it off, which is what you have to do. Protect that plate, stay alive. And Greif lives to face another pitch. Here comes Houston. Change up. A little bit high for ball one. Mustang fans thought that might have dropped in for a strike, but it's 1-2 now. To the Tiger pitcher facing her counterpart Houston. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul ball right up over our heads. Hits the ticket booth, it sounded like, behind us. Hits the ticket booth here behind us. 1-2 the count. Nobody out for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. A little bit of changeup off that one. That brings up first baseman, number 11, Rhiannon Reese. Reese grounded out to the second baseman, her first time up. No score. Bottom of the third inning between the Tigers and the 13th ranked Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. There's the pitch, a changeup in there for a beauty, and a called strike. First of two tonight. We'll have the second game about 20 or 30 minutes after the end of this first one, approximately 7:30. Again, on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube. Here's a pitch, swing and chopped right off the plate. Looked like it down to the second baseman again. Over to first in time. And just like the first time up, grounded out to the second baseman for the second out. Brings up shortstop, number 21, Ashlyn Imhoff. She drew a walk her first time up. And got the Tigers into position of threatening in that bottom of the first inning by advancing to second on the single by Greta Dodd. But it was ended by the Mustangs. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. Fooled Imhoff that time. For strike one. Oh, 1 now to Imhoff. She stands in there, swing and a miss. Another nice breaking ball from Houston. And it's 0-2. Houston now gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. Way outside. Imhoff didn't chase that one. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third inning. No score between the Tigers and the Mustangs. There's the pitch. Breaking ball misses low. Started right over the plate, tailed away from the left-handed hitter, and it's 2-2. Imhoff again with a nice at-bat, battling back. Here comes a pitch from Houston. Swung on and popped way high in the air, right at second short base. They talk. The catch is made by the shortstop for the third out to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. No score at the end of 3 on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual and West Finch Auto Plaza. And this top of the 4th inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
All right, leading off for the Mustangs in the top of the 4th inning, shortstop number 2, Macy Reiling. Reiling had a single and a stolen base her first time up, but was left stranded as Ella Greif struck out the remaining 3 Mustang players to end the threat in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Greif outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch from Greif. Swung on a chop foul towards the Mustang dugout. Count evens up at 1-1. Our next broadcast on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is next Monday, June 6th. We have a baseball doubleheader as the Tigers host Indianola over there at Fowler Field. First pitch at 5:30 on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. That pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-1 now the count to the Mustang shortstop. Swung on a chop foul right at Coach Schlafke. He wisely lets it go. Does not try to make a play on the ball. No error charge to the coach. Count evens up again at 2-2. As I said, Reiling singled her first time up, stole a base, but was stranded at second. 2-2 from Greif on the way. Swung on and flied out to right center field. Quickly moving underneath it is a Tiger player. Makes the catch for the out. That is right fielder Taylor Smith chasing that one down to retire Reiling. Brings up designated player number 7, Bella Mulder. She struck out her first time up. She steps in now against Greif. Greif gets the sign, rears back. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and ripped down the third base line, but foul. I know in baseball they call third base a hot corner, but in softball, you're only 60 feet away. And some of these players can absolutely unload on the ball. It gets down there in a hurry. So if baseball's a hot corner, I don't know what the softball third base is, but there has to be something hotter than that. Pitch is high for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. To Mulder. Greif with the delivery. Swung on and chopped out the plate. Over to third. Bond up with a throw across to Reese in time to get Mulder for out number 2. Nicely done there on the 5-3 putout. Brings up the pitcher, Olivia Houston. Houston struck out her first time up. Nobody on, 2 outs for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. Greif facing her counterparts, Houston. First pitch from Greif inside. for ball one. Sun's trying to peek through here, through the cloud cover. Greif, pitch inside again for ball two. 2-0 now the count to Houston. Pitch from Greif, hit right back at the pitcher, gets the field, fields it cleanly rather over to first for the out to the tie of the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. No score after 3.5 on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Tiger 0. Mustang 0.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by ASI Signs and the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the fourth inning, the catcher, number 6, Greta Dodd. She singled her first time up and was left stranded at first base. Dodd against Houston. There's a changeup, and Dodd rips it up the middle for a base hit. Dodd 2 for 2 on the game. Gets things started off for the Tigers. Coach Jody coming in, going to have a pinch runner for our pitcher. Number 15, Alyssa Flander. Pinch running for Dodd. Brings up Caitlin Van Compernol. She struck out her first time up. Umpire gets his mask on and says, let's go. And here comes the pitch from Houston. Squares to bunt, pulls the bat away, and the throw down. Boy, daring there by Flander. Didn't get back right away, and the first baseman mishandled the ball, or else might have been a little, it was pretty close as it was anyway. But she dropped the ball, so Flander's safe. Pitch called a ball to Van Compernol, 1-0 the count. Here comes Houston. Swung on by Van Compernol towards the shortstop. No play, a second across the diamond. Does not get the speedy Van Compernol, and she beats it out, and Tigers have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting number 32, second base, Kelsey Van Compernol.
No error there. I mean, I'm not in the business of keeping score, and here comes Coach Doty calling timeout, and Coach Slavky also calling timeout as well. So Coach Doty gathers his troops. Coach Slavky heading out to talk to the field umpire. Meanwhile, his players are gathering at the mound. My guess is he might be. Well, no, there's no interference because there's nobody running, so I'm not sure what he's looking at here or trying to get his point across to the umpire. But in any event, he took that moment to talk. Might be just one of those meaningless trips just to allow his players a chance to regroup and gather themselves and settle things in. All right, both huddles break. Here we go. And Kelsey Van Compernol is up. She struck out her first time up. Tigers have runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Tiger fans trying to make some noise, and the dugout making noise as well. Houston stares into Van Compernol. And here we go. Van Compernol scores a bunt, and it's called a strike. Infield playing in, anticipating a bunt. Third base for the Mustangs way inside the line. 0-1 count. Houston now steps on the mound. Van Comperl steps in. Here comes the 0-1. Swing squares to bunt again. Tries it this time, misses it. And it's strike one to Van Comperl. Tigers daring the Mustang catcher to throw the ball. Or correction, it's 0-2. My apologies to Van Comperl. But the catcher didn't throw the ball down. 0-2 now to Van Comperl. Swing and a foul ball off the catcher's mask. Van Comperl just got a piece of it. And she stays alive at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, 2 on for the Tigers here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Houston with the delivery. Pitch is outside. Does not get the call. Ball 1. Nice patience by Van Comperl not to chase that. Jenna Mintle, the designated player, on deck for the Tigers. Here comes the delivery from Houston. Pitch is upstairs. Ball 2. Van Comperl worked it back to even the count at 2-2. Here on a Wednesday night softball doubleheader on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Juni, Dan Walker, glad to have you with us. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled up and out of play. Behind the plate by Van Comperl. Protecting that plate, good piece of hitting, just fouls off until she gets what she wants. And we start it all over again. 2-2 is the count. 2 runners on, nobody out. Houston with the delivery. Change up. Misses high. Oof. Great patience and great eye by Van Comperl to lay off that one. And the count is full. She was down no balls to 2 strikes. Now worked it back to full. Here's a pitch from her. She rips the center. Oh, it's caught by the second baseman to double off the runner. What a play by the second baseman. Van Comperl had a nice shot, but second baseman jumped up and snagged it. And just like that, Tigers went from first and second, nobody out, to runner at second with 2 outs. And that brings up our designated player, number 12, Jenna Mintle. Mintle singled her first time up. And Dodd still at second base. Or rather, Alyssa Flander at second base. 2 outs now. And Houston stepping in against Walton. Walton swings and rips one foul. Out of play down the third base line. Mintle up there among the hitters for the Tigers, and Coach Slafke saw something he didn't like. He's going to call into the conference. This time he's going to go out to the mound rather than talk to the umpire. Probably just wants to make sure everybody knows what to do and where to go. Or again, saw something he didn't like in his pitcher's delivery. Could be a multitude of things. I was just informed, too, that the reason he went, he called a timeout, told him to go talk, but he wanted to talk to the umpire. That does not count as an official visit to the mound. So by doing that, he allows himself to have 2 more visits before they have to remove the pitcher. On the 3rd visit, you must remove your pitcher. So this is considered his first visit to the mound, because the first time he called the huddle, the players came out, and he went to talk to the umpire. So I don't believe they count that as a mound visit, but that's what I was told. In any event, the home plate umpire drifting out to the mound to break it up. Coach Slafke's got his message across, and here we go. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner on second for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Houston waiting to pitch to Mintle. Mintle steps in. Houston steps up on the mound. And here we go. Pitch is outside. Did not get the call. Oh, he did call it a strike. Okay. 0-2 to Mintel. Flander will be running on contact, the Tiger pinch runner at second. Pitch is that time way outside. Mintel would not chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 1 on for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Against the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, ranked number 13 in the first rankings last week. Foul ball, swing and a foul ball, out of play over on the tennis court. Rankings have not come out yet this week. But in the first rankings of the season released last week, Dallas Center Grimes was ranked 13th. So that's what we're going with. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, 1 runner on. Here, bottom of the 4th. Houston steps in. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was high for ball 2. I must say, great patience shown by the Tiger hitters. There have been a lot of close balls that they've let go, and they've been proven right the majority of the time by the home plate umpire. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit off the handle to the shortstop, and there's a play there, and we're going to call interference on the Tiger base runner, and that will end the inning. Interference ruled on Flander, so there's no play. That's the 3rd out. So the Tigers have no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and none left. After 4 complete, no score on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual. In this 5th inning is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the top of the 5th inning, first baseman number 24, Amelia Ehlert. She is 0 for 1 on the night, struck out her first time up. And Greif settles in and gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Delivered high upstairs for ball 1. And that interference call, the fielder has a lot of right-of-way. They have to have every opportunity to make the play on the ball, and you as a base runner must get out of their way. Even if they move in your path, you have to stop or get out of their way to allow them to make the play. Second pitch from Eilert is a strike. It's a complete judgment call by the umpire, but they always generally rule in favor of the fielder unless something really, really funky happens. And Coach Doty didn't even argue. He started walking off right away. So, and there's a swing and a high pop fly right at shortstop. Underneath it is the Tigers shortstop, Ashley Imhoff, for the first out. Brings up number 4, center fielder Grace Johnson for the Mustangs.
Little update on the boys' baseball game. It's the top of the 5th, and the Tigers are up 3-0.
All right, thank you very much, Dan. Greif's pitch, tails outside for ball 1. Johnson flew out to the shortstop. Her first time up, she's 0 for 1. Greif rocks back on that right foot, sets, and here comes the delivery. Ball's high for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Greif gets a sign. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit at the shortstop weakly. Van Kamperl up with it over to first in time to retire Johnson. 4-3 on the putout. And that is the second out. Takes us back to the top of the order. Third baseman, Elle Nelson. She has 2 walks on the evening. Greif with the pitch and gets a strike. Fast-moving ball game here. Well-played game thus far between two good teams. Greif with the delivery. Gets the outside corner for strike two. Wow. That started off outside and tailed away, but must have just caught the corner for strike two. Now Greif looking to end it here. Swung on and hit, ripped to right field for a base hit. Quickly getting the ball in is Tigers right fielder Taylor Smith. And Nelson, the third baseman, is on.
Center fielder Lydia Zaruba.
And again, any one of these players for the Mustangs and, well, for the Tigers are capable of tying it on one swing. They have home run power. Lydia Zaruba up now, the center fielder. She is 2 for 2. 2 singles. Ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner will advance down to second base. Ball one now to Zaruba, who singled and singled in her 2 plate appearances prior to this. Greif with the delivery, swung on and chopped foul down the third base line. Evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 your count, 2 outs, 1 runner on second. Top of the 5th inning. That pitch is high for ball 2. 2 and 1 now the count. Greif rocks back again on the right leg. Here's the delivery. Swung on and dropped into left field, but playing in was the left fielder on a great play, playing much more shallow than she should be, but makes the catch for the 3rd out to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 4.5, no score on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Tiger 0.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars.
In this bottom of the 5th inning, Tigers will send Walton Bond and then the top of the order Greif up to the plate. Left fielder Libby Bond steps in. She flew out, popped out to the shortstop her first time up. Facing Olivia Houston, still on the hill for the Mustangs. Houston's first pitch is a beauty, a strike. Looked like a little bit of a rise ball there. What these young ladies can do with that softball is just amazing. Rise ball drops, second pitch on the way, breaking ball, misses outside, evens the count up at 1. If you don't believe me, go to a softball game sometimes, sit right behind the plate and watch how much movement is on these pitches. We know baseball players can do it, but softball can as well. Something to see. 1-1 from Houston. Swung on, ripped right up the middle for a base hit. Walton gets a single right back at the pitcher, Houston, and Tigers got that first runner on.
Third base, Kylie Bond.
Brings up Kylie Bond for the Tigers. Looks like Coach Doty's going to have a pinch runner for Walton. Number 5 is going to be running. That is Kennedy Harms.
Pinch runner for the Tigers, number 5, Kennedy Harms.
Kennedy Harms running now for Walton. Brings up Bond, the 8th grader, third baseman. Grounded out her first time up. See what Coach Doty does here. If he has her steal. Infield drawn in for a possible bunt from Bond. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Mustang catcher takes a good look down at first. Bond trots back. Count is 0-1. Bond swings and pops it up right to the infield. Runner's going to stay on the bag. Infield fly rule in effect. Batter's out. And that brings up top of the order to the pitcher, Ella Greif.
Number 13, pitcher, Ella Greif.
Harm stays at first. And now Doty going to call the troops over. Coach Mike Doty for a chat. Going to talk to his batter, his first base runner, and assistant coach Kate Kriegel. Unlike pitching visits, defensive visits like this or offensive visits are allowed pretty much without limit. Although I have seen umpires after about the fourth or fifth time not give them very much time to do anything, to do much chatting. But Coach Doty gets his instructions across. And Greif is ready to step in. Greif 0 for 2 on the night so far. 2 strikeouts. 1 runner on, 1 out for the Tigers here at the bottom of the 5th inning. High school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on this Wednesday evening. Houston with the offering. Greif squares to bunt, and the ball gets in front. They call her out. They called a strike, rather, excuse me. Looked like the umpire punched her out, but they called it a strike, and quickly a throw down to first. And Harms has to dive back in, but she's safe. So after all that, it's a strike to Greif. Houston now bears in. Greif doesn't square this time, takes the pitch. A beauty for strike 2. Oh, and 2 the count now to Greif. Houston is off the rubber. Now she steps on the mound and is ready to deliver the 0-2. Drifts outside for ball 1. Mustang catcher Reese Burke kind of fakes the throw to first, and Harms trots back. 1 and 2 the count, 1 out, 1 runner on for the Tigers here, bottom of the 5th. Houston with the delivery, a changeup of beauty, and great piece of hitting by Greif. She started to swing, was fooled, slowed it down in mid-swing, and just caught a piece of it to foul it away. Wow. Impressive piece of hitting there by Greif to stay alive. 1 and 2. Swing and a foul ball up out of play over the right side. And we stay at 1 and 2. Rhiannon Reese on deck for the Tigers. 8th grader. Houston now steps on the mound. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and fouled again by Greif down the right field line. Nice at bat by Ella Greif. Unofficially, I have a 7-pitch at bat so far. Making Houston work for it here in the bottom of the 5th. Houston has a sign. Here comes the delivery. 1-2 on the way. Swung on and chopped in between the shortstop and third baseman. Finds its way through for a hit. Definition of a seeing eye ground ball there. Third baseman couldn't get it. Second shortstop dove for it. She couldn't get it. Everybody's safe. And it's a single for Greif. And that brings up the freshman, Rhiannon Reese. And now Coach Slafke going to come out to the mound once again. And are we going to see a pitching change this time from Slafke? Looks like we are. So a pitching change for the Mustangs coming up. And we will take this break, and we'll get you who's going to be on the hill for the Mustangs after this. As you tell, you're watching Tiger Softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by the Dairy Barn and ASI Signs.
Well, Coach Slofsky is going to his ace pitcher, Aubrey Johansson. Comes in from second base to now pitch for the Mustangs. And we'll try to get the second baseman for the Mustangs here in just a moment. Brings up eighth grader Rhiannon Reese. Again, Tigers have runners at first and second, one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Now Coach Doty is coming in to talk to Coach Kriegel about something. And the umpire is not even behind the plate. He's over. He's checking something, so we still have some time. Talking to the official Tiger scorekeeper there on the sideline, getting everything straight. And that's what you want, no matter how long it takes. You want them to get things right and straight. And here we go. Great chance for the Tigers here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Reese steps in, 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out to the second baseman both times. Here's the pitching from Houston. And she hits a shot to right center field, but right at the center fielder. Not right at, she had to drift over and make the catch. Runner on second for the Tigers tags up. That's Harms, and she advances to third. So Reese does her job and gets the runner over. Now Tigers have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Brings up shortstop Ashlyn Imhoff. Imhoff walked and flew out to the shortstop her previous 2 appearances. Johansson now on the mound, and they're going to walk her intentionally. All right. Coach Slofsky, that's the new rule in softball. You don't have to go through the waste 4 pitches. You just simply say we're going to walk her. They put her on. That brings up the catcher, Greta Dodd.
Now batting number 6, catcher Greta Dodd.
So bases are now loaded. 2 outs and Dodd up. Dodd has a single and another single. 2 singles on the night for the Tigers. Facing now Johansson. Here's a pitch from Johansson. Boy, ball started at the batter, tailed in on the plate, and Dodd fouls it off for strike 1. Best chance either team has had tonight to score a run. I don't believe the Mustangs had a player advance to third. I can check that, but I don't believe they have. But the Tigers have bases loaded. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-1 to Dodd. Pitch on the way is called strike. 0-2 now to Dodd. We'll have to protect. Johansson looks over to coach, gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. 0-2. Outside. Just missed. Oof. Good eye by Dodd not to chase, and it's 1-2. 1-2 from Johansson. Inside. Tried to break over the plate, did not though. Evens the count up at 2. 2s are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs 3 runners on. Bases loaded for the Tigers here. Bottom of the 5th. Johansson, 2-2 delivery. Inside again. Johansson gave a long look to the home plate umpire. Really wanted that one. Now the count is full. And runners are going to be going on the pitch. You cannot leave until it leaves the pitcher's hand. Here's the delivery from Johansson. Swung on and foul. And we can all take a deep breath, reset, and do it again. Bases loaded. Full count. 2 outs for the Tigers here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Aubrey Johansson on the mound for the Mustangs. Here comes the delivery from Johansson. Swung on high for ball 4, and the Tigers take the lead on the walk. Wow, what an at-bat by Greta Dodd. Brings up center fielder Kate Van Compernoll. She has a strikeout and a single, so she's 1-1. 1 for 2 on this young night. Base is still loaded, 2 outs. Van Compernoll steps in against Johansson. Johansson with the delivery swung on, or rather check swing, was high for ball 1. Here's a pitch from Johansson. Swung on a rip down the third baseline. Nice stop by the third baseman. Remember that play, because if that gets through, that's at least 2 runs for the Tigers, but they hold them to 1. Tigers lead 1-0 after 5. You're listening to Tiger Softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third-generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before, or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Pollyi's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual. And our announcer here, Ben Latimer, has one of my favorite songs, Jukebox Hero, going in the background. And also welcome to the 6th inning, which is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm.
All right, top of the 6th inning. Tigers take the lead against the Mustangs on a bases loaded walk by Johansson. And Coach Doty comes out, sets up the home plate umpire, and he kind of looks down towards the third base line there. And a little bit of housekeeping, I guess, going down the third base line. And leading off for the Mustangs, the pitcher now, Aubrey Johansson. She's 0 for 2 tonight. 2 pop-outs. Facing the Tiger pitcher, Ella Greif. Umpire writing things down. Puts his card away, and here we go. Top of the 6th we go. Tigers and Mustangs, first of 2 here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Greif with the delivery. Called strike in the outside corner. Johansson can't believe it. Not shy about her disagreement with that call. Nonetheless, it's a strike, 0-1 now. Greif with the delivery. Pitches upstairs, evens the count up at 1 apiece. One and 1 the count now to Johansson. Greif. Here comes the delivery. Pitch was outside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Johansson. Tigers took the lead in that last inning on a bases loaded walk. They lead 1-0. Pitch inside again for ball 3. 3-1 now to Johansson. Greif sets. Here's the delivery. Swung on and chopped foul down the third baseline. And the count is full. Johansson pitching now. And we didn't see who went into second base for the Mustangs. We'll get that here in just a moment. And her shot is popped and kind of hits the ground. A little bit of a funky spin and hop there. Gets past, doesn't get past Bond. She scoops it up, but kind of falls out of her glove when Johansson reaches. Brings up the catcher, Reese Burke. 0 for 2 on the night. Popped out to the shortstop and popped out, or to the second baseman and popped out to the third baseman. Now Coach Slafke comes in to talk to his catcher. And the Mustangs have a runner on first in their pitcher, Aubrey Johansson. As you said, Burke 0 for 2 on the night. Popped out to second base and third base. And Greif is ready, so is Burke. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Greif now with a 1-0 delivery. Swung on and chopped to third base. Bond has it, gets over to second in time. Had to wait for the second baseman to cover, but got the force out. Nice play that time. 5-4 gets the lead runner. And Burke gets to first on the fielder's choice. So now there's one out. Brings up the shortstop, Macy Riling. She has a single and flew out to right field her last time up. Pinch runner in now for the Mustangs. That is number 10 for them. That's Abby Osborne. Osborne now pinch running for Johansson. And Riling steps in. Runner on first, one out for the Mustangs. Here's a pitch from Greif and ripped down the third base line, foul by Riling.
Another update from the boys over there on the bottom of the 6th. Grinnell is up 4-0.
All right, thank you very much, Dan. Boys, I believe, are also playing a doubleheader tonight.
Yes.
So we'll give you those updates all game long. Here's a pitch from Greif. Changeup kind of misses. Throw down quickly. And the umpire slow to make the call. Close play, but the runner got back. And the count moves to 1-1. Greif with the offering pitch inside and high for ball 2. Pitch from Greif on the way. Low for ball 3. Three and 1 your count. One out, one runner on for the Mustangs here in the top of the 6th inning. They trail 1-0 to the Tigers. Greif with the delivery. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Gets past the shortstop on a bounce. And the Mustangs will have runners on board. And the ball gets past the third baseman and flipped over. And all that mess, the batter advances to second. And just like that, the Mustangs are in business at runners at second and third with one out.
Now batting number 7, designated player Bella Mulder.
Brings up Bella Mulder, the designated player. 0 for 2 on the night, strikeout and ground out. Her first 2 times up. Big spot here for the Mustangs as well. Greif swings and shot, hit at the shortstop, gets past the shortstop, goes all the way to out to the outfield. 2 runs are going to score, and the double by Mulder puts the Mustangs in front, 2-1. And just like that,
Olivia Houston.
a missed cutoff and throw allows the Mustangs to get to second or third, and they take advantage, and they now lead 2-1. That brings up for the Mustangs number 18. That is Olivia Houston, the former pitcher, now at second base. Takes the ball. Second pitch on the way from Greif, also a ball. Mustangs looking for more. 2-0 the count now to Houston. There's a strike call. And it's 2-1. Mulder with a big 2 RBI double in this top of the 6th inning. Give the Mustangs the lead back 2-1. Here comes Greif with the 2-1 delivery. Swung on and ripped foul. Out of play over the third base dugout into the tennis courts. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a pitch, grounded ball, foul, chop foul. Might have fooled Houston for just a bit. But she chops it foul to stay alive. Two-two's the count. Here comes the pitch from Greif. Swung on and popped or flew straight out to center field. Center field is under it, makes the catch for the second out. Runner does not advance. So all in all, a good deal for the Tigers as Houston flies out to center field for the second out. Brings up the first baseman, Amelia Ellert. Correction, looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Number 14 coming in, that's Haley Ewell. So Haley Ewell going to come in. Ewell is spelled U-H-L. So Haley Ewell going to pitch now, or rather hit now, against Greif. Runner on second, 2 outs. Mustangs lead 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Greif outside for ball 1. Greif gets the sign. Bears back. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Tigers trying to keep the deficit to just 1 run. Greif with the delivery. Upstairs as well. 3-0 the count. And Coach Slafke comes in now to talk to the home plate umpire. He looked at his dugout first. Not sure what he's got going on. I don't see any movement. Oh, they are going to have a pinch runner come in. And that'll be Summer Campbell.
Pinch runner number 6, Summer Campbell.
Running now for the Mustangs. For Mulder. Two on the count, and there's a base hit to right center field. That's going to go in between the fielders all the way almost to the fence. 1 run to score, and Mustangs get a very big additional run on the double by Haley Ewell. So almost back-to-back doubles by the Mustangs, and they get 3 runs out of it, and they lead now 3-1. Coach Doty coming out to talk to his troops. Try to get them to settle down. Center fielder Grace Johnson due up for the Mustangs when play resumes. As you said, first of 2 ball games tonight. Looks like there's no pitching change, just a little pep talk to the troops from Coach Doty. And here comes Grace Johnson. 0 for 2 on the night. Popped out to the shortstop and grounded out to the second baseman. 0 for 2. Runner on second, 2 outs. Strike pitch from Greif. Mustangs lead now 3-1. They've scored 3 runs in this top of the 6th inning. Greif with the delivery. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1-1 is your count as the sun again tries to work its way through the cloud cover here at the Tiger Sports Complex. Greif with the delivery. Change up, swung on and chopped foul down the third base line. Called foul by the home plate umpire. That time he put his arms up and yelled out. Brings up strike 2. 1-2 the count, 2 out, 1 runner on second for the Mustangs. They lead 3-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Greif gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a big strike 3 and the third out. But the damage is done. Mustangs get 3 runs. They lead 3-1. Bottom of the 6th coming up on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and the Dairy Barn.
All right, leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the 6th inning, center fielder, number 23, Caitlin Van Compernoll. Her first pitch is hit and popped out to the second baseman, who catches it for the first out. Brings up designated player number 12, Jenna Mintle.
Now batting number 12, designated player Jenna Mintle.
1 out now for the Tigers as Mintle steps in. Now the Suns made a breakthrough. Lining up the diamond. Pitch from Johansson. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. Tigers trail 3-1. They took the lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th, but in the top of the 6th, Mustangs played a 3 behind 4 hits and a couple Tiger errors to take the lead 3-1. That pitch outside for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to Mintle. Mintle is 2 for 2 on the night, 2 singles. That pitch fouled off over the visiting dugout along the third base side for strike 2. 1-2 now is your count. And pitch started outside but tailed back in for a called strike. Brings up 2 outs, and the left fielder, Libby Walton, for the Tigers.
Left fielder, Libby Walton.
Walton has popped out to the shortstop, singled and scored the Tigers' only run. And she was walked home in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch from Johansson is high for ball 1. Johansson gets the sign from her coach, Steve Slavky. Here's the pitch. Swung on and ripped to left field, and out of the reach of the left fielder, it drops in for a base hit. Walton on her way to second will have a stand-up double, and just like that, Tigers like, you guys can hit doubles, we can hit them too. Libby Walton with a double to left field, just out of the reach of the left fielder. And that brings up
third base, Kylie Bond.
Kylie Bond, the 8th grader. Will be a freshman this fall at Grinnell High School. 2 outs, runner on second, facing Johansson. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Bond is 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to second and popped out to second tonight. Johansson with the pitch. Swung on, hit weakly by Bond. Trying to get down to first to beat the throw. Does not. Shortstop fields and throws across in time to get the out and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 6 complete, Tigers trail 3-1 against the Mustangs on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
No runs, bottom 6.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs. The Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars in this inning that we're in the top of the 7th is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm.
Rianne Reese now pitching for the Tigers. Coach Doty comes out to talk to his troops.
Tigers, number 11, Rhiannon Reese. Leading off the top of the 7th.
And leading off for the Mustangs,
Number 21, L. Nelson.
top of the order in the top of the 7th, third baseman L. Nelson. 1 for 3 tonight. Ground out, a walk, and a single. Facing Rihanna Reese. Reese's first pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Reese gets the sign. Here comes the delivery. The left-hander trying to get the ball to tail end. Didn't quite get there for ball 2. Tigers will have the top of the order in the bottom of the 7th coming up. Greif, Reese, and Imhoff.
Looks like we have a final on the boys' side. Tigers take the win, 5-0.
All right, congratulations to Coach Stenberg and the Tiger boys as they keep things rolling. That pitch high for ball 3. Reese trying to dial it in. Behind in the count, 3-0. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 4. So Reese gives up a walk. Brings up center fielder Lydia Zaruba. She is 2 for 3 on the night. 2 singles and flew out to center field her first time up. Coach Lafke now comes to talk to his center fielder. Might see some type of bunt or slap bunt situation here with the left-hander in the box. Henry steps in, and here comes the pitch. Goes to bunt, doesn't get the bat back, does commits for strike 1. Johansson, the pitcher, on deck for the Mustangs here in the top of the 7th. Reese with the delivery. Again, Zaruba squares to bunt. But this time, ball was outside. She pulls the bat back, and the count evens up at 1 apiece. Pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Zaruba. Reese, an 8th grader for the Tigers, pitching in varsity. Here's a pitch on the way, swung on, and kind of just put the bat out there on the ball just to get a contact and fouled it off down the third baseline. Over her coach's head did Zaruba. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Reese. Swung on and just chopped into left field. Nice diving play. Oh, rather, no, gets past the left fielder. That's going to go all the way back. Run's going to score all the way from first. And a nice attempt by the Tiger left fielder that time. Libby Walton did not come up with it, gets past her. And by the time they chase it down, Zaruba is sitting on third. Nelson scores, and then Zaruba is sitting now on third. And the Mustangs lead at 4-1. Aubrey Johansson now stepping in. Johansson facing Reese. Reese with the delivery. Hit right back to the pitcher. Reese fields it, throws it over to first. First of all, looks the runner back at third, which is what you're supposed to do. And the 1-3 ground out. Brings up 1 out and brings up the catcher, Reese Burke.
Batting number 17, catcher Reese Burke.
Burke is 0 for 2 on the night. She reached first in the last inning on a fielder's choice. Burke steps in to face Reese. Reese with the pitch. Right down the middle for strike. Zaruba on third. Mustangs now lead 4-1. Here comes the pitch from Reese, and the ball hit with a lot of spin just off the glove of the second baseman Van Compernol. Couldn't quite make the play. Tailing away from her and falls in for a base hit, and that'll plate another run for the Mustangs. So a single by Burke brings up the shortstop, Macy Rising.
Shortstop, Macy Riley.
Macy Riling, rather.
Pitch runner number 10, Abby Osborne.
Abby Osborne in a run now for Johansson. Or rather for Burke, excuse me. Riling, the shortstop, steps in to face Reese. Reese's pitch on the way, inside for ball 1. Osborne again running at first. Reese with the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Riling. Riling 2 for 3 on the night. 2 singles, run scored, and a flyout on the night. Here's the pitch. Swung and ripped to right field. Good solid single. Quickly up with it as the Tiger right fielder misses the cutoff and gets away from the third baseman. Now the runners advance to first and third on the error. Brings up the designated player, number 7, Bella Mulder.
Now batting number 7, designated player Bella Mulder.
The Tigers looking back at this game, they're going to see little things here and there or what the difference is. And good teams like the Mustangs, good teams take advantage of your mistakes, and the Mustangs certainly have done that tonight. As they lead it now 5-1. First pitch high for ball 1. Reese to Mulder. Pitches outside, trying to get a little changeup. Gets away from the catcher, but no advance by the runners. And it's ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Bella Mulder, who had the big double that scored 2 runs in the last inning. Hit of the night so far. Swung on and ripped down the third base line, over the third baseman's head, but foul. Wow. As I said earlier, it's known as the hot corner in baseball and in softball. We got to come up with a better term than hot corner because it's like dangerous or potentially life-changing if you're not ready. That ball gets there in a hurry. You're only 60 feet away. And if you're playing in as the third baseman usually do in softball, you're less than that. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, popped up off the fist right to the second base of Van Compernol for the second out. So good pitch by Reese, kind of jammed Mulder, hit it off the fist, flew out to the second baseman for the second out.
Number 18, Olivia Houston.
That brings up second baseman Olivia Houston. 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, ground out, and fly out. And there's a pitch, first pitch swung on, hit to left center field, taken in by the center fielder for the Tigers to retire the side. But 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors and 1 left. 5-1 your score. Mustangs with the lead. Tigers come up at the bottom of the 7th on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual.
All right, top of the order. The last chance for the Tigers. Ella Greif now in, facing Johansson. Johansson's offering first pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Her ball starts out over the middle of the plate, tails in on the right-handed hitters. Again, fantastic movement. Johansson's pitch. That time started at the batter, tried to bring it back over the plate. Didn't quite get it done for ball 1. So think about that as a hitter. The ball comes over the plate, you're going to swing it, then it tails in, so you wait. There's a swing and a hit by Greif. Over to the first baseman, though, who collects it and gets the out unassisted for the first out. Brings up the pitcher, Rhiannon Reese.
11, pitcher, Rhiannon Reese.
But think about that. The ball starts on the plate, tails in on you for a strike, and the ball starts right at you. You think, oh, I'm not going to swing, but then it breaks across the plate for another strike. Tough. Pitch just outside for ball 1 to Reese. Reese 0 for 3 on the night. Ground out, fly out. 8th grader facing Johansson. Pitch from Johansson. Swung on and popped up foul down the right field line. Right fielder gave chase. Valiant effort. Dove for it. But does not get a face full of fence. Nor does she get the ball. So it's just a long strike. And that puts the count to 1-1. Again, this is the first of 2 tonight here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Johansson's pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2 the count. After this game, we'll have about a 20-minute or so break. Come back, we'll give the totals, and we'll give the starting lines for the second game. As swing and ball hit the second baseman, knocks it down, gets the play over to first in time for the second out, 4-3. And the Tigers down to their last batter. That's Ashlyn Nimhoff,
Now batting, number 21,
who has 2 walks and a
Ashlyn
flyout.
Nimhoff.
So 0 for 3 on the night, but 2 walks. Nimhoff to face Johansson. Here's the pitch. A lot of movement on that ball. Comes in high for ball 1. As I said, after this one, we'll wrap it up real quick. We'll pause for about 20 minutes or so and have that second game for you here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Johansson's pitch that time. Tries to get that corner, did not. And it's ball 2 to the Tiger shortstop. Johansson's pitch. That time gets the corner. For a called strike. 2-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 7th. They trail Dallas Center Grimes 5-1. Johansson trying to close it for the Mustangs. This time, Imhoff pops out to the shortstop, and that'll do it. That'll be the ball game. Mustangs get the win, 5-1 in the first game of our doubleheader. We'll take this pause, as I said, for about 20 minutes or so. Be back with game number 2 in a bit. You're listening to Tiger Softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.